Hey everybody, so today I decided to do another crossover video, but today I am putting the first two into one, and then I'm adding more. That way you can just watch one video and get all the info you needed. And today I actually wrote an actual script out on a Google Doc, so hopefully I don't jumble it up too much, but this is a little bit of a jumbled mess. It's almost 2 pages, so we'll see how this goes. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so first we're gonna go over who Mario's crossed over with, but he's crossed over with a little bit of everybody. So of course he's crossed over with Link from Legend of Zelda because Link was sleeping in bed in a hotel in Super Mario RPG, and you can see pictures of the characters from Mario in a castle in a Legend of Zelda game for the N64, and Link is a playable character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, so Samus from Metroid is also asleep in one of the beds in Super Mario RPG. And then Pac-Man was a playable character in one of the arcade Mario Kart games that you see in like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that. And both Samus and Mario and Luigi car in Rocket League. And then Donkey Kong and Bowser are both in Skylanders Superchargers. And then Mario, of course, has had all its crossover with Sonic. Mainly is the Olympic Games. And then Mario was, of course, the referee in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and Donkey Kong was the final boss in Punch Out for the Wii. And then in one of the Kirby games, you can fight in one of the levels. You can fight the main enemies from Metroid, and you meet Samus at the end of the level. And in one of the final bosses in one of the games against King Dedede, you're in a boxing ring, and then you can see the Mario characters on either side, like Mario and Luigi and Peach and Yoshi. And then in Mario Galaxy, one of the places you can explore is Olimar's ship from Pikmin. And then Little Mac was also referenced in a game called Captain Rainbow. And of course, Mario has his crossover game with the Rabbids. And then the Inklings from Splatoon and the villagers from Animal Crossing are both playable characters in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And one of the tracks from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is from the game F-Zero. And Wario had a crossover game with Bomberman. And in the game Mario Hoops, some of the characters you can play as are from Final Fantasy. And in the game Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, you can play as Pyro from Team Fortress 2 and Banjo-Kazooie. And then the Skylanders also have Spyro from Spyro, of course, and Crash Bandicoot. And in Crash 4, in some of the levels, you can see Spyro and Eruptor in the background. And in both Crash Bandicoot and Uncharted, they make references to each other. Like in the Insane trilogy of Crash Bandicoot, sometimes you can see pictures of Nathan Drake around, and in one of the Uncharted games, you can play a little mini game where Nathan is actually playing the original Crash game. And in the game Street Fighter, you fight someone named M. Tyson, which is supposed to be Mike Tyson, which then ties back to Punch Out. And then, of course, Street Fighter was in Marvel vs. Capcom, which ties in Marvel, all of the Marvel stuff, and then games Final Fight, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Mega Man, Ghosts and Goblins, Darkstalkers, Monster Hunter, and Phoenix Wright. Okay, so Street Fighter, Pac-Man, and Mega Man were also in the game Street Fighter vs. Tekken, which then brings in Tekken into all this. Then Monster Hunter was in a level of Metal Gear Solid, which also had a level that had to do with the game Ape Escape. Pac-Man was, of course, a playable character in Crossy Road, which also has a Disney version, which then brings in Disney, and also Final Fantasy brings in Disney because of Kingdom Hearts. And Team Fortress 2 had a Surgeon Simulator mode, and in the game I Am Bread, there is a TF2 level. There is Team Fortress 2 costumes in Fall Guys. Heavy from Team Fortress 2 was in a game called Poker Night, which also had characters from games like Portal, Borderlands, Venture Bros, Sam & Max, and Homestar. Then both Street Fighter, Borderlands, and Marvel have all had crossovers with Fortnite. And then Fortnite, of course, had other crossovers with Star Wars, John Wick, Predator, Terminator, Halo, God of War, DC, Stranger Things, Walking Dead, and Alien. Of course, there was the DC and Mortal Kombat game, which of course brings Mortal Kombat into all this. Kratos from God of War was in the game Shovel Knights, Shovel Knight, and he was in Hot Shots Golf. Mortal Kombat also had other characters such as Leatherface, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Spawn, and RoboCop in them as guest characters. There's also Mortal Kombat characters in NBA Jam and a WWE game that I cannot remember the name of for the life of me. Then of course the Rabbids are from Rayman, which then ties that in. And then WWE, Rayman, and Shovel Knight characters in the game Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla also had Hellboy, Steven Universe, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, and characters from Castlevania. Shovel Knight was also in Yooka-Laylee and Rivals of Aether and a game called Creepy Castle. Something I forgot to write down is that Yooka-Laylee was also in a game called Brawlout. And then the Battletoads were a boss in a Shovel Knight game. And then Hot Shots Golf also had guest characters like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and Sir Daniel from Medieval. And then both Rocket League and Hot Shots Golf had needles from the game Twisted Metal in them. Then Borderlands also had a secret Minecraft area in it, and there's also Minecraft cereal in the game Octodad Dadliest Catch. And then Leatherface, Stranger Things, and Freddy Krueger are in Dead by Daylight with other characters such as Michael Myers, Ghostface from Scream, Evil Dead, Left 4 Dead, and the game Silent Hill. Okay, so both Billy the Puppet from Saw and Leatherface were in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Halloween, which I actually bought Leatherface when you could have. And then Spider-Man, Darth Maul, Jango Fett, and a soldier from Call of Duty were in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater also had Shrek and the Doom Guy as playable characters. And of course there was Angry Birds Star Wars, which then had the Angry Birds in, and Angry Birds had a Angry Birds Transformers game, and they had Angry Birds Rio. And then Doom also ties in with the games Wolfenstein, Commander Keen, and Quake. And both characters from Halo and Battletoads are in the game Killer's Instinct. And there's also a Halo character in the fighting game Dead or Alive. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I forgot to bring up, they were in the game Injustice, which was a DC game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have also been in like Nickelodeon games. They had other characters like SpongeBob, Rugrats, Loud House, Avatar, and Cat Dog. And both the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Avatar were both in the game Smite. And there was a sword from the World of Warcraft in the Wolverine Origins X-Men game. And World of Warcraft was in a game called Heroes of the Storm. They also had characters from games like Overwatch and StarCraft. And Creepy Castle also had Hollow Knights and Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's in it. And Spawn, Kratos, Star Wars, and Link were in Soul Calibur, which also had Ezio from Assassin's Creed in it. Assassin's Creed also had a shark in the Hungry Shark games. And Shrek was also in a racing game that also included characters from How to Train Your Dragon, Monsters vs. Aliens, and Madagascar. And both Lara Croft from Tomb Raider and Doom Guy were in a Duke Nukem game. And Rocket League had the Ghostbusters and Back to the Future car in it. Boom. I know that was a lot. That was almost 2 pages, and that was probably days of my life wasted going over all this and writing it all down, and the 2 previous videos and all that. So hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Hope you can leave in the comments if you've figured anything else out. So give me a second. I'll find it. Here it is. So before I had a computer, what I do is I literally just draw a big like map of how things connected to each other. As you can tell, it's a jumbled mess. I can't really read anything out of it anymore because it's so jumbled. Apparently I understood this at one point. So this is where it started, and now this is where it ended. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.